This is one of the screwdrivers we've been using around the house for the last 3 years. I want to talk to you about this thing right here. This thing has impressed me. This is the fanttik S1Pro, and it's that other screwdriver's replacement. One of the major reasons is because see how all these screws are different, right? Different length. You got different heads on them. Got some Phillips. You got a little bitty square and a Torx bit. All you gotta do is pop the top off. And listen to this. That pulls right out. That's your screwdriver. But look at this. This is all the 16 most common bits. You got the Phillips bits, the small squares, you got the flat heads, you have the hexagons, and you got Torx bits. All in there, just super magnetic. They come right out. Nothing's holding them in there. You just pull them right out, put them right back in. And then they're magnetic when they're in the screwdriver. We're gonna start with the number 2 Phillips. And like I said, it just pops right in there. It's magnetic. You have it forward, backward. You have different torque controls. Off, low, medium, and high. It charges with a USB-C. I'm gonna start with the short little guy. Then we're gonna move up to this guy. This is a regular, like something that comes with most wall anchors. 5/8 drywall screw. Now that did go all the way down to the end, but the cool thing about this also is that a lot of these screwdrivers, you can't just crank on this, but it will let you just keep cranking it in as deep as you want. It's not going to give away. Go for this little bitty square bit. And last and least, we have the Torx T25. Pull out the one, put the other in. This is just a 2x6, so the screws are coming out of the back. If the deeper or the longer screw was going through 2 studs, it would probably be a little bit harder for those to go through, but it still gets majority of the way in. And then if you need to, you can crank it down by hand. Which if I'm using this around the house, I'm hanging shelves, I'm doing backs of remotes, different things like that, door locks. But I do push its limits also. Just for the hell of it, I will use it for things I shouldn't use it. I'm gonna go ahead and use this as a hammer. I'm gonna put a nail, try to use the end of this and beat it in right here. Because I don't know about the rest of you, but I know I've used my drill, my other drills, I've used my Makitas and stuff as hammers. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, and did I mention it also has a light on the end of it? That way you can see what you're doing, just like a normal drill or impact. This is what, a 4-inch screw? Or this is a 4-inch nail? Let's give it a whirl. It's only so heavy, but you can see there's no mark on there. I'm actually pretty impressed by that. I'm gonna hit it a little harder. Still not really much on there. I'm impressed by that enough, and it's in there. If you look really closely, you can kind of see a little bit of marks in there. But it took that like a champ. Then when you're done, all I gotta do is pop it right back in here. Go pop, put the drill back in, pop, put the lid on it. And you can see this thing has impressed me. I've used this all the time around the house now, and I highly recommend getting one for yourself around the house, for him, for her. It doesn't matter if it's Aunt Gina from across the street. Everyone can use this. The link's right there. It helps me, help you. Thank you.